Hello, my little chickadees. We have been working and working on learning about the gold rush and writing a good essay. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to do a strong research essay about the gold rush. You have two options. I'm not used to this camera. You have two options for what you want to do. So your first option is going to be an argumentative essay. Was the gold rush good for the state of California? Your second option is going to be informative. Who was John Sutter or Elsa Jane Guerin? You'll pick one. And then when you do your organizer, you're going to highlight which question you're focusing on. So you only focus on that question, but you do get a choice. So let's break this down, right? If you're doing the first option, the argumentative essay, was the gold rush good for the state of California? So you're going to think about, right, being able to write a 5-paragraph essay, 5 paragraphs about who benefited from the gold rush. So did the Native Americans benefit? Did the immigrants? Did the settlers, the merchants, the miners? Or who did it hurt, right? What were the short-term effects? So in the short term, in that time period, what did it do for the state of California? And then what were the long-term effects that it had? And you're going to write an argumentative essay persuading the reader of your point of view and your support with quotes and facts and examples like we always do with the citations and a works cited page. Then if you want to do option number 2, which is informative, you're going to pick a person, John Sutter or Elsa Jane Guerin, and you're going to tell us about these historical figures from the gold rush and research their background and impact. So where did the person come from? Did they strike it rich? What challenges did they face? What obstacles did they overcome? What is their legacy? What have they left behind? Why do we remember them? And then you're going to give us an informative essay that teaches the reader about this person's life and historical significance. Remember, when you write an essay, you're working towards all of these things. You're going to have an introduction with a lead, background, and a strong claim, right? You're going to have body paragraphs that have text evidence, explanation, in-text citations. You're going to frame that quote over and over again, right? You're going to have a conclusion that restates the main idea or the claim, includes your final thought, and you're going to have a works cited page that shows us all the sources that you cite in your essay. This is what you're working towards for one of those two questions. So pick the question you want to do, then open your research organizer, and then I have another video that will explain that organizer for you.